Have you ever considered the idea of various countries coming together for a space mission? An intriguing thought, isn't it? Picture this: diverse nations, each with their unique strengths and capabilities, joining forces in a shared pursuit of the unknown. A unified space mission, an endeavor not bound by territorial borders but propelled by a common thirst for knowledge and exploration. In today's world, we see a fascinating geopolitical landscape. It's a tapestry of nations, each with its distinct identity and aspirations. Yet, at the same time, we're more interconnected than ever before. Our economies, our technologies, our cultures bleed into one another, creating a global community like never before. And this is where the role of space agencies comes into play. Just imagine space agencies like NASA, ESA, Roscosmos, ISRO, and CNSA, to name a few, pooling their resources, expertise, and technologies. A mission where an American astronaut, a Russian cosmonaut, an Indian Vyomonaut, and a Chinese taikonaut could all be part of the same team, working towards the same goal. This isn't a far-fetched dream, it's a real possibility. Now, why should we even entertain this idea? Well, the potential of such a collaboration is colossal. It could fast-track our progress in space exploration. It could help us navigate and overcome the myriad challenges that space throws at us. It could open up new avenues of scientific discovery, but perhaps most importantly, it could serve as a symbol of unity and cooperation in a world often divided by differences. The benefits of a unified space mission aren't just scientific or technological, they're humanitarian too. They're about breaking barriers, fostering understanding, and igniting the spark of curiosity that binds us all as a species. They're about sending a message that we, as a global community, are better together, that we can achieve more when we set aside our differences and work towards a common goal. With the right mindset and shared vision, a unified space mission could redefine our understanding of the universe. It's a bold idea, one that challenges us to think bigger, to dream further, and to reach higher. Are we up for it? Only time will tell. But the possibility, the potential is certainly there. So what would be the advantages if multiple countries decided to venture together into the cosmos? Well, let's start with shared resources. Space missions are expensive undertakings, requiring massive amounts of funding. When nations come together, they pool their resources, making it financially feasible to launch more ambitious projects. It's like the old saying, many hands make light work. In this case, many economies make light years possible. Next, let's talk about diverse expertise. Each nation brings to the table its unique perspective, knowledge, and technological prowess. This diversity can lead to innovative solutions to complex problems, enhancing the overall mission's success. Imagine an astronaut from Japan, a software engineer from India, a rocket scientist from the US, and a physicist from Germany, all working together. The result? A fusion of ideas that could potentially revolutionize our understanding of space. And what about the costs? A collaborative approach could significantly reduce the financial burden on individual countries. Instead of each nation independently investing in infrastructure, technology, and personnel, they can share these costs, making space exploration more economically viable. It's not just about saving money, it's about making space exploration accessible to more countries, even those with smaller economies. But perhaps the most exciting advantage of collaborative space missions is the increased potential for scientific discovery. With more resources, diverse expertise, and shared costs, we can undertake more comprehensive research, explore further, and stay longer. The potential for new discoveries increases exponentially. We're talking about understanding the mysteries of black holes, the possibility of life on other planets, the origins of the universe, and so much more. So by collaborating on space missions, we're not just sharing the financial burden, we're also sharing knowledge, fostering innovation, and most importantly, sharing the thrill of discovery. We're creating a global community of space explorers, united in our quest to understand the cosmos. Indeed, the combined efforts of nations could propel humanity further into space than ever before. In unity, there's strength. But how does this apply to space exploration, you may ask? Well, let's delve into the heart of the matter. Space exploration is a mammoth task. It's like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle with billions of pieces. And these pieces are scattered across different nations in the form of funding, technology, and human resources. Now, What if these nations decided to bring their pieces together? The jigsaw puzzle becomes a lot easier to solve, doesn't it? One of the major roadblocks in space exploration is funding. Getting a spacecraft off the ground is not a cheap affair. It's a financial challenge that even the richest nations grapple with. But if countries pool their resources, the financial burden becomes less daunting. Just imagine, instead of one nation shouldering the cost, multiple countries share the bill. Suddenly, those seemingly impossible missions don't look so impossible, do they? Next, let's talk about technology. The race to the stars is not just about who gets there first, but also about who gets there with the most advanced technology. Different nations have different technological strengths. By working together, they can combine their technological prowess to create spacecraft that are more advanced, efficient, and safe. And speaking of safety, space is a risky business. There are countless unknowns and variables that can turn a mission into a disaster. But when nations work together, they can pool their knowledge and expertise to mitigate these risks. They can learn from each other's successes and failures, making each mission safer and more likely to succeed than the last. In the grand tapestry of space exploration, every thread counts. Every dollar, every microchip, every scientist. When nations choose to weave these threads together, they create a stronger, more vibrant tapestry. A tapestry that tells a story of unity, collaboration, and shared triumph. By pooling resources and knowledge, nations can conquer even the most daunting hurdles of space exploration. The result? A universe that's not just explored by one nation, but by all of humanity together. This is not a new concept. Countries have collaborated for space missions before. Let's delve into some historical examples. One of the most successful and notable examples is the International Space Station, or ISS. The ISS is the result of an extraordinary collaboration of 15 nations, including the United States, Russia, Japan, Canada, and member countries of the European Space Agency. This floating laboratory in the sky, orbiting some 250 miles above Earth, has been continuously inhabited since November 2000. Building the ISS was no easy feat. It required not only technological and logistical collaboration, but also political and financial cooperation. Each country had to contribute resources, expertise, and funding. The construction alone involved over 100 spaceflights, coordinated and executed by different nations. It's a clear example of how, when faced with a challenge too great for any one nation to tackle alone, collaboration can lead to incredible achievements. Another shining example of international cooperation in space is the Hubble Space Telescope. Launched in 1990, this joint venture between NASA and the European Space Agency has provided some of the most stunning and informative images of our universe. Despite early technical difficulties, scientists from different countries worked together to fix the problems, and since then, Hubble has enabled numerous discoveries about our cosmos. We can also look at the Mars rover missions, which have been a joint effort of various nations. The European Space Agency, NASA, and the Russian Space Agency have all contributed to these missions. The rovers sent to the Red Planet have provided invaluable data about Mars's geology and potential for past life. These missions have required intricate planning and coordination between nations, demonstrating again the power of collaboration. Then there's the lesser-known but equally impressive Cassini-Huygens mission. This was a joint endeavor between NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Italian Space Agency to send a probe to Saturn. Launched in 1997, it reached Saturn in 2004 and has since revealed incredible details about the ringed planet and its moons. These are just a handful of examples, but they highlight how collaboration in space missions can lead to successes that may not have been possible otherwise. Each mission faced its own set of challenges, from technical difficulties to logistical issues. Yet by pooling resources, knowledge, and expertise, these obstacles were overcome. Collaborative missions also foster a sense of unity and shared goals among nations. They remind us that we are all inhabitants of the same planet, sharing the same curiosity about the universe beyond our world. These examples serve as a testament to what can be achieved when nations come together for a common goal. Given the benefits and successful examples, what does the future hold for unified space missions? Well, the potential is vast and quite literally infinite. The future of collaborative space missions looks promising as more and more nations recognize the value of pooling resources, expertise, and knowledge to reach new frontiers of space exploration. One of the most exciting upcoming projects that epitomizes this spirit of collaboration is the planned Lunar Gateway. This small spaceship, a product of global cooperation, will orbit around the moon and serve as a home where astronauts can live, work, and prepare for missions exploring more distant locations. This monumental project is not the undertaking of a single country, but a united effort involving agencies such as NASA, the European Space Agency, the Canadian Space Agency, and the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. The Lunar Gateway is just the beginning. As our understanding of space expands, so too does the potential for further international cooperation. Imagine a future where space missions become a regular occurrence, with a unified global space agency coordinating efforts from all corners of the world. Nations could share the financial burden, the technological challenges, and of course, the triumphs of discovery. This isn't just a utopian dream. There are practical reasons for this shared approach too. By pooling resources and knowledge, we could tackle big projects like manned missions to Mars or large-scale space habitats. These are ventures that might be too costly or technologically challenging for any one nation to undertake alone. Moreover, international cooperation in space can have profound benefits here on Earth. It encourages peaceful relations between nations, fosters a shared sense of purpose, and inspires the next generation to think beyond borders and nationalities. So, as we look to the stars, the future of space exploration seems brighter when envisioned as a collective effort. The challenges of delving into the unknown are enormous, but so too are the opportunities. And when humanity is united in the pursuit of knowledge and discovery, there's no limit to what we can achieve. As we look to the stars, the future of space exploration seems brighter when envisioned as a collective effort. So, what have we learned about the possibility and benefits of unified space missions? We've journeyed together through the vast potential of collaborative space exploration, and it's clear that the advantages are as boundless as the cosmos itself. We've discovered that unity brings strength. When nations pool their resources, knowledge, and creativity, they can overcome challenges that may seem insurmountable in isolation. By working together, we can conquer the technological, financial, and logistical hurdles that come with space missions. The power of collaboration is truly transformative. We've examined compelling case studies of successful joint space missions. From the International Space Station, an emblem of international cooperation, to the monumental Apollo-Soyuz test project, the first international human spaceflight mission, we've seen how the amalgamation of different countries' expertise can lead to groundbreaking achievements. We've also looked to the future, envisioning a world where unified space missions are the norm rather than the exception. Imagine the milestones we could reach if every nation on Earth contributed to the collective goal of exploring the cosmos. The potential for scientific discovery, technological advancement, and mutual understanding among nations is truly extraordinary. Unified space missions also offer a unique platform for fostering global unity and peace. They remind us that we're all passengers on Spaceship Earth, hurtling through the vast expanse of the universe together. Our shared curiosity about the cosmos transcends borders, languages, and cultures, uniting us in a common quest for knowledge and discovery. In the grand scheme of the universe, our differences are minuscule. We're all made of stardust, after all. As we gaze up at the night sky, we're reminded of our shared origins and our shared destiny. And perhaps it's through the shared goal of space exploration that we truly realize, together the sky is not the limit.